BiffNet Studios World Headquarters in Spring, Texas, it's Barry on Deck, hosted by former ESPN Houston radio host and stand-up comedian Barry Laminack, starring Oliver the Cat. Written by Barry Laminack, produced by Barry Laminack, directed by, you guessed it, Barry Laminack. Featuring sports, entertainment, special guests, film sessions, and some drinking. Okay, a lot of drinking. Viewer discretion is advised. And now, here's your host, Barry Laminack.
What's up, you damn dirty deckheads? Welcome to Barry on Deck. I am your host, Barry Laminack. Thank you guys for being here. Today is Wednesday. Shit, I almost forgot. January 15th, 2025. And this is episode number 890 of Barry on Deck. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the program. Hey, hello. Hi, how you doing? Good to have you. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Don't mind the noise in the background. It's just it sounds like a siren going off, but it's just the printer printing things. So just ignore it and focus on the voice. We're having a good time today already. As my buddy Dusty Slay would say, we're having a good time. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Welcome in. Howdy, folks. What is... Yeah, Alex said I'm just in here talking to myself. Yeah, I think my chat is jacked up too, because I don't even see your message, Alex. Nothing is coming through. Nothing I say. Something got all screwy. Something's all jacked up. I think everybody's staying home from the cold too. Everybody's freaking out. YouTube's not receiving data. Twitch is jacked up. It's a whole thing. Well, welcome in. Thanks for being here. Those of you that are. Alex said cold. Yeah, cold. You heard me. Cold. Busy show today. Don't forget, today I promised that we would do a private hour. Oh, there it goes. It finally popped up. Thank you for sending a message. I was beginning to think that it wasn't working, but now that you sent the message in, it's working. So good to see. Hey, what up? Oh, look at that. It works. Amos is able to send a message, ladies and gentlemen. All is right in the world. Amos can chat on Twitch. It's about damn time. Was it a log out, log in type situation, Amos? Is that what it was? It's just damn technology. I'm going outside to yell at a cloud. Nonetheless, we do have stuff and things to get to today. We're kind of in that stage where, everything is this weekend. So we're kind of at that hump thing, but we'll get into some college football national championship stuff. We'll cover that today. That way we can cover football tomorrow, and we'll talk some NBA today. I know. What? I know I'm dragging you kicking and screaming into the NBA. Well, by God, you'll be, excuse me, you'll thank me. Shit. It sounded like I sneezed just then. That was a cough. Got a little tickle in my throat. You'll thank me when NBA starts getting serious and you're not all behind and lost going, what's going on? So the Rockets are good? Yeah. Yeah, they are. So yeah, you'll appreciate it and thank me later, okay? So I'm going to drag you kicking and screaming into some basketball talk, but we will cover some national championship discussion. I got your headlines, of course. We'll do some NBA, some natty, and some video goodness. Yes, indeedy. I do have some videos that we did not get to yesterday, but we are going to get to today. One of them is Ocho Cinco talking trash. It's fantastic. One of them I can tell you right now, Cece is not going to like this video. Total Dallas not going to like this video, but it's so funny. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. I have a video of Roy Woods addressing a bunch of politicians. That's hilarious. Roy Woods is fantastic. And then CBS had a big old, like, they cover soccer apparently. And it's just this video. CC hit me with the unsubscribe in the chat. She just, don't go breaking my heart. Don't go breaking my heart. She just hit me with the unsubscribe. This video from CBS is just, you know what I should do? I should play it for you guys since you're here early. And no one else is here early. So fuck them. You know what? You guys get the video early. And it's hilarious. So fuck them. I'm going to play you guys a video just for everybody that showed up early today. Just for you guys. The rest of them can just jump up my butt and fight for air. Okay? So we're going to, by God, do some video, by God, goodness right now. Since those assholes, they can't get here early. Yeah. Fuck them. We're doing video goodness. Let them just meander on in later. And they'll miss a good video. So here you go. Hey, what up, Dubs? Let's see. Dubs, Alex, CC, John Dorier. What up, pimpin'? Amos is here. Uriel is here. Me. I'm here. Who else? That's all I see there. Yep. That about do it. And then on the tubes, it is AJB. And one other person who's not saying their name, apparently. All right. So, video goodness for you. This was on CBS. This might be the most immature and hilarious. What up, Terrence? Good to see you, buddy. This might be the most immature and hilarious shit I've ever seen a bunch of adults do on TV in my whole life. And y'all know me, I'm immature. So I was definitely here for this when they did it. Take a look-see. What? Yeah, take a look-see at this. This is pretty damn funny. I don't even know like who it is or where it's from, but it really doesn't matter. Just enjoy the hilarity of it all.
We are going to do a segment about breast. Unfortunately, we do feel that you have consistently proven that you can't stay professional in these segments where we're talking about breast. So production would like to ask you, are you comfortable with just staying silent after 4 games?
Now, I should say breast is it's like a soccer thing, right? Like breast is an actual honest to God soccer like team, isn't it? Isn't that what breast is? It's like a soccer team, right? If I'm not mistaken, breast is a soccer something or other. It's BREST, right? Let's see. Breast. Yeah, it's in Brest, France. BREST, right? So let's start anew. And let's start over.
We are going to do a segment about breast. Unfortunately, we do feel that you have consistently proven that you can't stay professional in these segments where we're talking about breast. So production would like to ask you, are you comfortable with just staying silent after 4 games? Who here likes breast? Like breast? You do too?
I like the shape of them.
Yeah?
No, I do. I mean, you look at the setup from the manager he's got, you know,
Nice
back
setup,
and forth.
Nice
You look,
setup.
he's got a front 2 tonight?
Yeah, two big pair up front that are going to try to trouble.
Just work off each other.
Yeah.
I'm interested, how much do you enjoy watching them? Would you pay to watch them?
I have done.
But basically, one thing that you can say is you don't have to be big. You can be small and compete.
That's interesting. Good. Do you think breast could get exposed tonight?
I hope so.
I guess one of the things you have to wonder is...
What is this nonsense? HR! Wow!
That's hilarious. Oh my God. She just asked do you think breasts could get exposed tonight? I hope so. He's like, yeah, I like them. I like them. They're big up front. Oh my God, that's so funny. You missed some nuance in the middle. They're kind of hard to understand with the weird accents, but up front, just absolutely.
We are going to do
hilarious.
a segment about breast. Unfortunately, we do feel that you have consistently proven that
subtitles.
you can't stay professional in these segments where we're talking about breast. So production would like to ask
there
you,
you go.
comfortable with just staying silent? After 4 games, who here likes breast? Like breast? You do too?
I like the shape of them.
Yeah.
No,
I like the shape
you
of
look
them.
at the setup and the manager he's got. You know,
Nice
he's got a back
setup,
and
huh?
four.
Nice
You look,
setup.
he's got a front 2 tonight.
Yeah, two big pair up front that are going to try to trouble.
Just work off each other.
Yeah.
I'm interested, how much do you enjoy watching them? Would you pay to watch them?
I have done.
But basically, one thing that you can say is you don't have to be big. You can be small and compete.
That's interesting. Good. Do you think breast could get exposed tonight?
I hope so.
So great. So, I love it that the dude's like, are you sure?
I guess one of the things you have to wonder is...
What is this nonsense? HR! Wow!
Oh, that's so great.
We are going to do a segment about
great.
breast.
Oh, shit. That is so great. Oh my God. Props to Paramount and Seattle for doing something like that. Good for them. That is fantastic. And whoever named the town of Brest, France, props to you. And props for whoever put a soccer team in Brest, France. Mwah. Good for you too. Cece, you like that? Oh, you're so right. You're so right, Terrence. Cece would have killed it. I mean, killed it. She would have knocked it out of the park. Right? She would have been all over them breasts. Oh my God. She would have taken it by the hand and done great things with them. Oh boy. Definitely. Yep. She certainly would have. Dude, old man in Seattle, you really saw that live? You must be a big soccer fan to be watching some shit like that live. Ain't no way I'm watching that live. What are you doing with your life? What the hell are you doing with your life, old man in Seattle? You watched it live? That's weird. But hilarious. Stacey said, I have never ever seen breast in action. See? Already killing it. Already killing it. Well done. Yeah. Good times. All right, so we'll have more video goodness throughout the show. I'll sprinkle some in. Just wanted to start the show off with some breast. You can never have enough breast. And anytime we can have breast on the show, why not? Mix in some breast when we can. And for the rest of you that weren't here, yeah, we had some breast to kick off the show and you missed it. So, sorry. Maybe next time you get here on time. I'm just saying. Just might behoove you to get here a little early. All right, so we've got tons to do. Well, he is watching you live, Barry. What? Kiss my ass, Nate. Kiss my ass, Nate. Had this on in a meeting under my hoodie and didn't catch anything in said meeting. Well done, Uriel. Uriel's like trying to look like, what? Let me do not Google breast, CC. Don't get it wrong. Not at work. No, ma'am. Don't do that. Get your ass fired. But I got a ton more videos for you, so stick around. We'll have plenty of that. I I do have your sports headlines, so let's get to those and let's just get rolling into the show because we got plenty to do. Plenty. Here we go. Come on. All right, here's your sports headlines for the day. Sad news. Yeah, NBA. Well, I mean, sad news about LA and the fires. Just unbelievable. The videos and the photos and the stories coming out of LA, just awful, man. Just tragic, sad, all just terrible, man. I just, it's really tough. What the hell was that? That was weird. It's really tough, man. You don't even really, I mean, I see the videos, but it doesn't even compute, until you're there. It's kind of like when you go through like Hurricane Harvey. No one really understands how bad it was unless you were in it. You just don't get it. It's just, that's the closest thing I could relate to it is probably people around the country see Harvey, because I'll do that sometimes when I've got this bit about Hurricane Harvey and Joel Osteen and stuff like that. And every once in a while on the road, I'll roll it out. And I'll always ask like, hey, how many of y'all you remember Hurricane Harvey? And some people will say yes. I'll be like, how many of y'all donated? And most people didn't. And it's because I don't think you don't really understand the magnitude of it unless you're in it. And that's kind of how I think these fires are. Like, we know it's bad. You see it. But, man, I don't think we really fathom just how bad that devastation is. But because of it, so much has changed, and so much is having to be, moved around, including the NBA schedule. And not just the fires, but ice. It's like the apocalypse. I swear to God, if we have to move a bunch of Oklahoma City Thunder games because of locusts, I'm out. Get me off this fucking rock. I'm done. Let me off. Hey, what up, Killian? Killian Music in the building. Hadn't seen you in a hot minute, brother. Good to see you, man. Said it's impossible to imagine what's going on there. Yeah, man. Really and truly. Alex CC at work. Don't compute. Leave her alone. Leave her alone, you. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you for the 100 bits, my friend. So NBA has rescheduled 9 games so far as a result of either fire or ice. Those games that have been rescheduled include Charlotte at the Lakers was scheduled to go off on 1/9. It's been moved to Feb 19. Houston at Atlanta was supposed to play Jan 11. It's been moved to January 28. The Spurs at the Lakers was supposed to play on the 11th. That's TBD. Charlotte and the Clippers were supposed to play on the 11th. That's been moved to March. And both of those games were in LA. Chicago at the Clippers was supposed to go down on the 21st. That was moved up to the 20th at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. That's weird. Washington at Utah was scheduled for 1/23, been moved to March now. I mean, like, this just, look at it. Look at the list here. Look at it. You look at it. Hold on. Let me show you. This is a lot, man. There's the whole list right there on your screen. I mean, there you go. Charlotte, LA, Houston, Atlanta, Spurs, LA, Charlotte Clippers, Chicago Clippers, Washington, Utah, Utah Lakers, Washington Clippers, Washington, Portland, Clippers at Utah. That's a lot. That's a lot. So, a lot of it being moved, and you know what? It's just not done yet. Look at the stats here. At least 25 people have died as multiple wildfires rage across the Los Angeles area. Approximately 82,000 people remain under mandatory evacuation orders, and more than 12,000 structures, including the home of Lakers coach J.J. Redick, have been damaged or destroyed. The Atlanta Hawks home game against the Rockets on January 11th was postponed because of a winter storm. And to prioritize the safety of the players, fans, and staff due to the severe weather and hazardous icy conditions, that game will now be played in Atlanta on the 28th. It's just madness out there, man. Just crazy. Just crazy. Nora was telling me that, like, all of these stars and all of their homes and possessions, like, there was some chick, oh, what's her name? She was in The Hills. The Hills. She's got like the #1 song out now because of this, but The Hills singer. Oh, what is it? No, not Lauryn Hill. Kaylee Hammock? No, not no. What the fuck is it? That I put The Hill. No wonder. The Hills. Y'all hear it sounds like a siren. Let's see. I don't see. No, it's not Natasha Bedingfield. I don't know, but there was like a reality show called, I guess it was The Hills. I don't know. And on that, there was some chick who was a singer, and she had an album that came out 15 years ago, and her and her husband apparently like dumped their life savings into this album because they thought she was just going to be a superstar because she was a great singer. Well, she ended up being more famous and more popular because of the show The Hills. Isn't that what it was called? Yeah, The Hills reality show. Here we go. Let me see the cast, and I'll be able to tell you who it was. Oh, Spencer Pratt is the guy's name, right? So, Spencer Pratt, who's he married to? That's who it is. Spencer Pratt. Let's see. Who's he married to? Heidi Montag. Montag? I don't know. Whoever that is, Heidi Montag, whoever. So apparently they have lost their home in the fire. And not just their home, but everything in it. Like everything. I want you to imagine that for a second. Amos says it sounds like cat sex in the back. Yeah, I mean, you can see the little printer head is moving. It sounds weird. Just imagine for a moment, right? And this is like, it's difficult to imagine it, but think about that for a second. They came in and they said, look, folks, you have to evacuate. The fire's headed this way. So to be safe, we're just evacuating everybody. Okay. And they were like, well, should we pack stuff? They're like, you don't have time. We're evacuating. And the thought process was, there's so many firefighters here. They're probably going to save everything. We don't need to pack up our shit. We don't need to grab anything. We'll come back. Everything will be here. They literally took nothing. And it's gone. It's gone. Everything. Like the entire house has just burned to the ground with all of their possessions inside. Just gone. I can't imagine that. I can't imagine like Nora and I leaving in a hurry. And then 36, 48, 72 hours later, somebody coming in and going, by the way, you have nothing. What do you mean nothing? You have nothing. You have the clothes on your back, whatever's in your pockets, and whatever's in your car. That's it. But you have nothing else. And whatever money's in the bank. Like, you have nothing. It's fucking mind-blowing and devastating. And that's what, and I think that some people are like, fuck them, they're celebrities. And that sucks. That's a shitty attitude. That's a real shitty attitude. Because some of these folks, they're not as rich as you might think. They might be well off. They might be making it, and they might be doing okay. But I don't think they're as, I don't think they're as affluent. Not some of them. Some of them are, right? Some of them are worth hundreds of millions. But there are some who, they made a lot of money, and they bought a nice house, and they have some nice things. And they maybe have some money stashed away in the bank that they could live on and, for the rest of their life. But, I mean, think about it. Some of them, made a couple of $1,000,000. In California, you buy a house, you ain't got shit left. You might let's say you make $4 million. You go buy you a decent home. You got 2 left. You pay taxes, you might have $1 million left. Now, you'll have the equity in your home, but guess what? That motherfucker's gone now. So it sucks that, people are just like, who gives a fuck? They're celebrities. Man, trust me, just because you see people on TV or you see them like that, that doesn't necessarily guarantee that they're rich. I said this before. There's a difference between being poor and being broke. And there's a difference between being rich and being famous. Some people are rich and famous. Some people are rich. And some people are famous. But there is a difference. And there's a difference between being poor and there's a difference between being broke. Some people have a lot of nice shit and they're broke. Some people don't have shit and they're poor. I think it's just in the nuance of life. But it really sucks, man, because people are talking shit to him. Like Spencer Pratt was on, he took to TikTok. And he was like, he was like, hey, man, look, this is devastating. We have nothing. And you know what would be great is if all of you went and streamed her song and made it #1, it would really help us because it cost you nothing to go listen to her song. And if you went and streamed it and listened to it and made it #1, it would allow us to start to rebuild. We could go back and start to, rebuild and begin anew. And some people were even like, you're greedy. And he was like, yeah, okay. I'm greedy because I want to provide clothes for my family and buy new socks and underwear and a house, a roof to live over or live under and, get new furniture. That's so greedy. I mean, and literally he's not asking anybody to go buy an album. He's literally saying, go to your favorite streaming platform, listen to her song and just help us get it to #1. And what's crazy is it's worked. And her song is now #1 again. And it's done. It never hit #1 when it came out. It's done way better than it ever did 15 years ago when it dropped. Producers have hit her up. Like her career has been resurrected. And he made a video where he was crying. He's like, this is what we thought it would be when we did it. Because they went into their life savings and almost went broke making the album in the first place. He said that they would go and record The Hills. But the whole point wasn't to be reality stars. It was that they believed in her as a musician. It's fascinating. And it just goes to show you don't always know people. You don't always know what's going on in their lives. You don't always know. You think you might, right? Like you see them and you go, oh, they got it made. That's not always the case. It's not always true. B. Hannah said, my family has money. I'm poor as shit. Yeah, family don't always share. I mean, hopefully, beheaded at some point, you'll inherit some. But Dave said, not fuck them, but that's pretty fucking stupid. What is stupid? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Sounds like me after Harvey. Yeah. Alex said you got to get something on the way out. Well, hey, what up, Walt? I mean, I'm sure I know what I would do. Obviously, I'm getting the cats. I'm grabbing my laptop. I'm going right there into that drawer. And I'm grabbing the pictures of my dad. I'm grabbing my grandfather's flag. I'm grabbing my dad's pocket knife. That's it. I mean, that's what I'm leaving with. I mean, the rest of it is, but that's the thing. Like, you don't expect it. It would be like, hey, floodwaters are coming. You can't take shit. You can't take much. There's not a ton of room. But they couldn't even leave with all their cars and everything. They had to get the fuck out. Some people were evacuated really quickly. CC said, passport and my BOD mouse pad. All I need is this thermos and this ashtray. And that's all I need. And this remote control. And that's all I need. And this mouse. And that's it. That's all I need. And this plug. And that's it. That's all I need. And this lamp. And that's it. Oh my God, Donna, I love you so much for knowing the jerk. I knew we were soulmates, Donna. I knew it, Cece. I love you. This is why you guys, this is why. God. Best. So great. I'm with you. Look, hindsight being 2020, I'm sure they wish they would have grabbed some shit. But I'm sure it's panic and chaos. And it's like, hey, man, we'll come back. These firefighters have never let us down before. It sucks. It sucks. Amos said, I can relate. I lost everything but 3 days worth of clothes in Hurricane Katrina and lost everything in a house fire years later in Houston. Fuck, man. Not only can you relate, you can relate twice. Bro, you've had to start over twice, Amos? That sucks, man. That really sucks. Jared said Dane Cook posted something the other day, and he made me understand it a little better. A lot of these people might have been a producer or an actor at one time. They worked hard to be able to have their homes. Not everyone here can just get another gig. That's exactly the point I'm making. You know what I mean? Like, that's it. Like, a lot of people see, and I hate to say this. We're family. A lot of people see this house that I live in and they're like, oh, you got my, look, I explain to people that ask, and I explain how we got this house, and we were really smart with our money at the time. But it's like, could we buy this house now? No, we could not. If this house burned down, Nora and I are moving into an apartment. Honest to God. Like, if we lost this house, there's no way we could buy this house again. We were part lucky and part smart. And the timing was perfect. But, and that's, I'm sure, the case for some of these folks. At the time, they made really good money. And they made really good decisions. They took that money, they bought a house, which is a really good investment. It's an appreciating asset. That's their retirement. They live in it, they retire. It's worth a ton of money, all of those things. And now it's gone. And they're not a hot commodity in Hollywood anymore. They're not a hot commodity in movies or TV or radio. So I get it, man. I get it. It sucks. Yeah, Donna's right. In the moment, you're not thinking straight. You're in a panic. You're just like, what's happening? Perry said, grab the Sonic ice maker. Bro, that bitch has not worked in over a year. Fuck that ice maker. Fuck it. That some bitch quit working and we just left it alone. I feel terrible, but there is some good coming out of it. You know, there's people are rallying, and somebody said, I don't know who was telling me this, but somebody showed up to volunteer, and they were like, we have more people than we know what to do with. We have more volunteers and more bodies than we can put to work. Like, thanks for coming, but we just, there's nothing for you to do. We're capped out. And the guy was like, I mean, I lived here, and I want to do something. I feel like an asshole. I'm not helping. I'm not doing anything. And I feel like an asshole. And I want to do something. And they're like, you can't, I mean, I'm sorry. We got nothing. And I think that's how people get, man. You just start to feel helpless. Dallas Hater 69 said, so don't live next to Amos. I mean, that's kind of the lesson too, right? That's crazy. You're an asshole, Dallas Hater. Change your name to Amos Hater. All right, more headlines for you. I guess we could call him now former Texas Longhorns quarterback Quinn Ewers has declared for the 2025 NFL draft, and hell, why not? Why not? It ain't much competition out there, pimp. Go get it. Go get it. I mean, you might as well. There's not a ton of, great quarterbacks in this draft. There's not a ton of guys on this market that people are like, oh man, look at this is a top heavy quarterback. But there are a ton of teams that need quarterbacks. So the chances of somebody taking a flyer on you in the early rounds, pretty good, especially the fact that you've played for a blue chip program and got as far as they did. I'm not saying he's going top 10. I'm not saying he's going first round necessarily, but one of those teams that we looked at yesterday in the top 10, if they don't go quarterback right away, they still might go quarterback in round 2 or round 3. And ain't nothing wrong with being a second or third round draft pick in the NFL. So why not? Total Dallas, sir. Thank you for the 100 biddies, buddy. Much appreciated. So yeah, Quinn Ewers is declaring for the NFL draft. And let's see, where'd it go? There it goes. Decisions ends his career at Texas. He helped revive a program from 5-7 in 2021. He went 21-5 as a starter. 2 CFP semifinal appearances. Wins over Bama and at Michigan. Led Texas to a Big 12 title 2023. Consecutive CFP playoff wins over Clemson and Arizona State this season. Those are Texas's only college football playoff victories since the format began in 2014. So he goes down as something, I won't say a Texas legend, but look, man, Texas is back. Remember that? Texas is back. And he helped bring them back. Sark is a big reason why. But, Quinn Ewers was also a reason. But this shouldn't be a shock. The writing was on the wall this is Arch Manning's team. We talked about this a couple days ago or yesterday or whenever it was last week. It's Arch Manning's team. It's time. He's sat long enough. The people have waited long enough. Give the keys to Arch and move the program forward. You know, had Quinn Ewers won a natty, or at least got him there, maybe he goes one more year. Maybe. And some of you are like, no, get the bag. Well, one, you know, he's not a great NFL talent to begin with. And two, NIL money is so good, you don't have to hurry off to the NFL. So this tells you something. I don't know what his NIL deal is, but this tells you something. Let's see if we can find out. Quinn Ewers NIL deal. Ewers has a reported $6 million offer to stay in college, but he's eschewing it for a chance to play in the pros. Okay. Bruh. What is you doing, Quinn? Quinn, what is you doing? You have a $6 million offer to stay in college? And you're leaving for the pros? Bro, you're not making $6 million in the pros. Not right away. Let me look something up real quick. Let me mosey on over to Sport Trek. Let me mosey on over to Sport Trek. Let me see something here. I'm curious. Click on that. Caleb Williams. Yeah, Caleb Williams is making $2.5 million. Let's see. He signed a 4-year, $40 million deal. Okay. Average salary of $9.8 million. That's the number one pick in the draft. That's a franchise quarterback. All right. That is not just, I mean, Quinn Ewers is not going number one, right? I mean, if anything, who's a quarterback that would be a Quinn Ewers level in the last year or two that was drafted? Shit. Golly, maybe JJ McCarthy? Maybe? Is that about, you think that's a good comparison? JJ McCarthy, maybe? Tilda Dell says, does he have to be the starter to get the $6 million? No. Probably not. Jaden Daniels? Will Levis is the answer. No, I mean, I'm saying coming out of college, not in the pros. I'm saying I think Jaden Daniels was higher thought of, because he was I think he was thought of more or in a better light than Quinn Ewers is coming out of college. My comparison would be like a JJ McCarthy. But I don't know. Let's see. And then, of course, JJ McCarthy gets hurt. And that's stupid. That's going to be interesting, too, though. We haven't even got to that. That'll be a discussion for another day. What are the Vikings going to do next year? Sam Darnold kind of sputtered it down the stretch. You think they're ready to just move on now? Did he do enough to earn a long-term deal with the Vikings or someone else? Did he show enough? Or did this last couple of games hurt him? Was it like, Darnold gonna Darnold. I don't know. Let's see. Ooh. Damn. Yeah. See, this is probably a little more. Probably. I would say this is more in line with what Quinn Ewers would get. J.J. McCarthy signed a 4-year, $21 million contract with the Minnesota Vikings. $12 million signing bonus, $21 million guaranteed, average annual salary of $5.4 million. So in other words, if he would have stayed one more year, he'd have made $6 million. Now the problem becomes this. He's probably not going to start. And now you ain't getting drafted as a backup. So he had to look at it and go, well, do I make $6 million as a backup? Or do I say, screw that, I just led this team to the college football semis. My draft stock is never going to be higher than it is this year. The only way you stay is if you know for damn sure you're the starter, no questions asked. And you're not guaranteed that at Texas. Not with Arch Manning on the roster. So maybe he did make the right move. Maybe he did. Jordan Love, not bad. I don't know. Oh, you mean coming out? Ooh. You guys are giving Quinn Ewers a lot of love. Comparing Quinn Ewers to Jordan Love and Jalen Hurts out of college? Oh, no, Spoon said hurt. Okay. I thought you were saying Quinn Ewers was Jalen Hurts, but you said this is going to hurt him. Yeah. Darnold equals Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins is better than Sam Darnold, honestly. I mean, Sam Darnold has done it for 7/8 of a season. Kirk Cousins did it for a couple of seasons, quite a few seasons. You know what I mean? His numbers have always been good. He just never done great things. So I don't know. Worthy looked decent in the preseason. Yeah, he did. Texas Quinn Ewers makes 2025 NFL draft decision after a massive $6 million NIL rumor. You know what's crazy is Carson Beck, for example, his NIL deal, $4 million deal. Carson Beck gets a $4 million deal, and they said he's making more than like quite a few people. I wish I would have saved. Oh, I think I did save it actually. Now that I say that, I think I did save it. Uh-oh, what is this? What the? Oh, shit. They let her friend down. Oh, I was supposed to feature for that guy this weekend. Interesting. Let's see. Saved. Where's my saved? There we go. All posts. I thought. Nope. Guess it was the other. Yeah, no, I didn't save it here. Damn it. Damn it, sir. I guess not. I guess not. Oh, I got to get this video for you. Yours was the first NIL guy. He's probably just ready to move on. Yeah. Darnold just showed us who he is in the past 2 weeks. He really regressed to the mean in a lot of ways. More so than that. More so than showing us who he was, he showed us who he used to be. I think. You know what I mean? Instead of showing us who he was, he showed us who he used to be. So, a couple more headlines and we'll move on. I was going to show you what I wanted to see what Carson Beck was making, because there was there was a meme. Carson Beck meme. There was a meme. It was like Carson Beck makes more than the following people. But I couldn't find it now. For his NIL deal, but it was crazy. It's crazy. You have guys, you have college quarterback, or college players in their NIL deals making more. Oh, found it. There you go. Found it. Hey, what up, Tyler? Good to see you, man. Tyler said Eagles Rams prediction. We're gonna do that tomorrow. We're going to do NFL tomorrow. We're going to talk some college football national championship a little later on, but we're going to jump into NFL tomorrow. It's a little soon in the week. We're going to get through some NBA. We're going to do some college football today, but we're going to get hot and heavy into NFL tomorrow. So hang out with us today and hang out with us tomorrow. Well, I promise we'll get to it all. We got all the time in the world, baby. Is Ewers like Rodgers coming out of Cal? Am I misremembering what the consensus is on Quinn Ewers? Because you guys all seem to think much more highly of him than I do. Because the names that you're throwing out, I wouldn't. I mean, Aaron Rodgers coming out of Cal was the heir apparent to Brett Favre. Jordan Love coming out of college was the heir apparent to Aaron Rodgers. I guarantee you when Quinn Ewers gets drafted, if we were to take those situations, no one would be thinking Quinn Ewers is the heir apparent to Aaron Rodgers. I just don't think that would be the case. They would be like, boy, you maybe get lucky. Maybe you get something here. Maybe the kid ends up. You know what I think Quinn Ewers might be? Something like what happened in New England. Or maybe what happened in Denver with Bo Nix and Drake May. You look up and you go, well, shit, we got us something here. You know what I mean? You look up and you go, well, I'll be damned. Now, I won't go as far as Brock Purdy's spoon. But I think you look up and you go, I'll be damned. Drake May is actually, or not Drake. Yeah. Drake May's maybe a little better than we thought. This Bo Nix kid, I slept on him a little bit. He started off a little rocky, but we knew he was good at Oregon, but damn. Okay. Look at that little fiery, feisty little feller. Because I don't think he's as good as you guys are giving him credit for. Walt said these people must be related to Quinn. Okay, so I'm not complete. There's one person in the chat because I feel like I'm fighting. Like everybody in the chat's coming at me like Quinn's great. And I'm like, what the fuck is y'all talking about, man? He's like, okay, but what? Great? I mean, what are we talking about, man? He's all right at best. I would go late second. Top of the third if I needed one. But damn, what are we doing, bro? Come on. Okay. I'm too fat for that. Jesus Christ. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a minute. Daddy's out of shape. Can't be doing that. Dre said, I said Will Levis. That's not bad, Dre. You're right. I bet Quinn does eat mayo. just off the spoon. I bet Quinn Ewers just, it's late. He had a weed brownie. He just goes into the refrigerator. He just opens a jar of Miracle Whip and just, you know what I mean? I'll run it off in the morning. Some weird shit like that. I can see that. Does he put mayo on his coffee? Yeah, exactly. I think Quinn Ewers is the right guy to lead the Titans to 4 wins. Absolutely. Oh, boy. Wouldn't it be hilarious if that's who the Titans drafted? Oh, fuck me. Wouldn't it be great if they went like, hey, man, fuck all that. We're going Travis Hunter with the first pick in the draft. I know you guys like Cam Ward, but guess what we can do? Second round, baby. We're taking Quinn Ewers. Oh, you just mean Timu Will Levis. That's all you did. You just took Wish Will Levis, bro. What the fuck are you doing? Oh, don't. On Rodgers in the draft, he doesn't have great ability to change the release of the football. He's mechanically very rigid. The scout continued, adding that Utah's Alex Smith would be much better. Ewers giving Josh Rosen vibes. Oh, look at that. There you go. There you go. I mean, okay, fair enough, Spoon. I don't recall, let's see, Aaron Rodgers draft grades. Seth Walter gave the Packers an A- for the trade that sent Rodgers to the Jets. Oh, that's 2005. Trade was considered a win for, that's the trade. What the experts said in 2005. Packers had to take a quarterback. Aaron Rodgers in the first round. You just can't pass on the opportunity to get Brett Favre's heir apparent and give him some time to learn from one of the best, even though he won't help them win this year. So Mel Kiper gave him a C. Walters football, C-. Packers had a tough choice to make in the first round. Drafted a talented successor to Brett Favre or improve their woeful defense. They chose the latter. Green Bay did not address their woeful front seven until the 4th round. Quarterback Nick Collins and wide receiver Terrence Murphy, blah, blah, blah. If they passed up on Rodgers in the first round, the Packers would have an F. So this is their total draft grade, not just on Rodgers. But they weren't impressed with Rodgers, of course. Yeah. Rodgers went 24th overall. Quinn Ewers ain't going 24th. And this is a weak quarterback class. So, but you do have a good point. Washington Post gave him an A. It's better to be lucky than good, and the Packers got their heir apparent to Brett Favre when Aaron Rodgers plummeted to them at 24. Well, whoever works for the Washington Post and wrote that needs a raise, because that some bitch knows ball, and the rest of these cucks need to be fired. The Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's Packers plus C-. Pity poor Mike Sherman. This Packers draft may yield dividends down the road, but they'll likely do so for a different coach. Aaron Rodgers provided too much value to pass up in round 1, but after that, Green Bay got little immediate help for its wretched defense. Damn. They was on their ass. So they had a bad draft. It's funny because it says what the experts said in 2005 when they drafted Green Bay Packers, or when the Green Bay Packers drafted Aaron Rodgers. That's a little misleading of a headline from Forbes, because what they're really commenting on is the entire draft. You know what I mean? They're really commenting on the entire draft and not necessarily Aaron Rodgers. But yeah, Josh Rosen was hyped. Yes, indeedy. Yo, what up, Vintage Life? Appreciate you popping in, man. Thanks for being here. Welcome to the show. This is Barry on Deck. I'm Barry Laminack. We talk sports. We talk shit. We have a good time. We have fun. We do this from 2 to 5 Central Time, Monday through Thursday. Welcome in, man. We don't do a lot of NBA parlay type stuff. We just talk sports and have fun, man. Hang out, kick it. Bathrooms are down the hall on the left. The kitchen's down the hall on the right. If your name's not on the food in the refrigerator, don't eat it. All right. No whores after 9. Please don't do cocaine in the bathroom. Other than that, have a good time, man. We're going to get to some NBA talk in a little bit. We're going to talk some college football national championship. Right now, we're just going through some headlines. We'll do a bunch of NFL playoff stuff tomorrow. So, yeah, hang out, man. Tomorrow's our last show of the week. So we do Monday through Thursday. But, yeah, you know, we just go wherever it takes us. But, yeah, I don't do a lot of – I do a lot of NBA – or I'm sorry, a lot of NFL wagering stuff throughout the year, regular season, but that's about it as far as gambling goes on the show. Just not a thing. We just talk sports and have fun. Yeah, we just talk sports and have fun, and that's not for everybody. If that's not your bag, I get it. But I just like to make sports fun. Hence the tag, fun sports talk. So hang out. Yeah, Truck Driver Pookie said, no whores. Bye, Trey. The old man in Seattle said, you never told me where the bathrooms were. Well, you're an old man. You wear diapers. I just figured you'd piss yourself and then just change them when you got home. So. All right, back to the headlines. Let's get the rest of these in. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, we do stream live on Twitch. And if you're watching on Twitch, we also stream live on YouTube. So if you want to switch over to one or the other, feel free. We're on both. It's youtube.com/Barry on Deck. It's twitch.tv/Barry on Deck. So there you go. All right. Rest of your sports headlines look like this. Micah Parsons came out and said he was devastated. Just devastated when he found out Mike McCarthy was leaving. I cannot believe it. Called the development devastating. Quote, I'm obviously very sad because of the relationship we have with Coach McCarthy and everything he's done for our program. 3 straight 12-5 seasons, playoff appearances, and obviously an unfortunate year due to injuries. It is devastating. Coach Mike is a great father, great coach, one of the most winningest coaches. He's always been good to us as a unit, coaches, players. Losing a great coach like Mike hurts. I thought it was interesting on Get Out or Shut Up or whatever that show is. They were talking about this, and I think it was Stephen A. that brought it up. It was somebody that mentioned it. And they were like, wasn't it Micah Parsons? Wasn't it Micah Parsons? That was like, that said, Mike McCarthy will be fine. Remember when he was talking about he felt bad for the old heads on the Cowboys because they sucked? He was like, yeah, Coach McCarthy will be fine. I feel bad for the old heads. Remember that? And I thought, oh, shit, you're right, bro. He sure did say that. He sure as shit did. I'll be damned. Huh. And now you're devastated? You can't change. You can't flip the script now. You can't change it. Look, either you're just like, you don't care, or you care, but you can't do both, player. Can't do both. You feel bad or you don't feel bad. But that was, I thought that was interesting. So now all of a sudden he feels bad. Parsons went on to say, if if you're interested. It's going to be a very interesting offseason. It's going to be very interesting due to the free agents coaching. It's going to be a complete reset. So it's going to be a very interesting and challenging offseason. I think he thinks it's going to be an interesting offseason, folks. However, Parson said he trusts Cowboys owner and general manager Jerry Jones. Oh, man, they slipped a joke in there somewhere. Oh, that's hilarious. Okay, that must not be real. Did it? Hey, really? Oh. I think he does. That's crazy. He trusts Cowboys owner and GM Jerry Jones? Why? What the fuck has Jerry Jones ever done to make anybody in that building trust him? Honestly. I mean, I don't want to be a dick, but if we're going to be like, hey, sorry you're fired, but you don't win. You know who else doesn't win? The owner. I mean, it really starts and ends with the owner. I saw a stat the other day that said the Texans now have more playoff wins, 6, than the Cowboys do, 4, since the Texans became an NFL franchise. You know who makes the decisions on hirings and firings for GMs and head coaches? The owner. And that directly affects wins and losses and playoff appearances. Why do you trust Jerry Jones? I don't know, but I would not. We always hear shit about, man, whoever owns the Jets, they need to sell the team. Whoever owns the Browns, sell the team. Shad Khan, sell the team. Bro, Jerry Jones should sell the team. I'm sorry. But that dude, he might be some kind of pioneer in the NFL, and he might be a slick talking salesman and all that shit. But he sucks as an owner. Can somebody fucking say it out loud into the universe? Jerry Jones sucks at owning an NFL franchise. He's a great businessman. He's great at making money in the NFL, but he sucks at winning. I said it. I don't know. Clip it, print it, send it to him. I don't give a shit. But Jerry Jones sucks at winning. They don't win. And it's his fault. It's his fault. At the end of the day, it's his fault. And no one is going to say that. Or at least not in the organization. Everyone just seems to sit back and be like, well, I trust Jerry. Fucking why? Why? But you'll recall a while back on this show, I did a story that came out about the circus that is the Dallas Cowboys and people that get to take tours of the buildings and how, you know, Jerry lets it happen and how it makes a ton of money and it's so distracting for the players. And if you will recall, several former Cowboys players said they were so excited and relieved to be out of that organization. And their quote was, I can finally focus on football. I don't have to feel like some animal at the zoo behind the glass where people just come by and stare at me or something. I don't have to worry about there being, there's random people in the weight room or walking around, or I can just go to work and do my job. And this is former players. And then it was also said in the article that this is why they don't get some free agents, because their teammates, as they're becoming free agents, their teammates that are former Cowboys players will tell them, you don't want to go to Dallas, bro. Go anywhere else, but you don't want to go to Dallas. Well, why not? It's a goddamn circus. Go anywhere else, but don't go to Dallas. So tell me again why you trust Jerry. Tell me again how he's so great. You know what he's great at? Making himself richer. He's great at that. You want me to tell you, and this is going to sound insane, but I can only speak about what I see a lot. You know who has actually done a better job as of lately? Cal McNair. What the fuck? Did I just say that out loud? Holy shit. I just said that out loud. I just said it out loud because it's true, and I'll prove it. I can prove it. I can absolutely prove it. Do you want to know how I can prove it? Look, it was Rocky, and you guys know I boycotted this team. I boycotted the Texans. I was like, I'm done. I'm done. To sell the team, Cal, you suck. You suck, Cal. You suck. Your organization sucks. Bill O'Brien sucks. That stupid ass moron. What's his name? Oh, dumbass. One fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish, moron, stupid ass. Who was that? Well, that dude sucks. What's his name? What was his name? Fuck, whatever his name was. Yeah, that's my point, Nate. That's my point, okay? And this is the point I'm getting to. Easterby, thank you. Truck driver Pookie, thank you. Easter Bunny. That's my point, okay? And this is why Cal, as of right now, is already a better owner than Jerry Jones. Cal sucked. He made all the wrong decisions. He turned the whole keys of the kingdom over to Bill O'Brien. Oh, fuck. But you know what a good owner does? They correct their mistakes. They're big enough to admit when they fucked up, and they fix it. Jerry's never done that. Jerry's also never relinquished control. And guys, we've talked about it. Cal's even turned this shit over to his wife, Hannah. He's even be like, you know what, sweetie, you be the face, okay? They obviously hate my ass. I mean, I always look like I just woke up. You be the face, okay? You be the face. We're going to get rid of Bill O'Brien and Jack Easterby. We're going to bring in people that can fix this shit. And we'll be good. And that's exactly what happened. That's exactly what the fuck happened. Because now Hannah's out front talking shit, firing up the city. Talking about it's not a rivalry. You got to win to be a rivalry. Blah, blah, blah. And people are like, I fuck with Hannah. And she's getting credit for a lot of the moves. And maybe she deserves that. But you know what really deserves credit? Somebody that can make the right moves and step back and let the people you put in charge be in charge and get the credit for the success. That, my friends, is the real and true mark of a great leader and a great owner. That's the real genius of it. If you can just say, all right, here's what it's going to take to be successful, and then just fade to black and let everybody else get all the credit. Bro, that's what it takes. You have to know your limits. You have to know what you're good at and what you're not good at. You find the right people, you put them in place, and you get the fuck out of the way. And that, my friends, is why Cal McNair is a better owner than Jerry Jones. He got Nick Caserio, and then he got all the bullshit out of the way of Nick Caserio. Bill O'Brien, Jack Easterby. He got rid of that bullshit. He got the right head coach in here. He put Hannah in charge, and he got the fuck out of the way. And look at the results. In 2 years, I'm just saying. Just saying. No, it's more than Schultz. Nope. Dre, it's more than Schultz. If you go read that article, it's way more than Dalton Schultz. Way more than Dalton Schultz. If you go find that article and read it, and I'll have to look for it, but they were quoting ex-Cowboys players that didn't go on record with their name, but they were quoting several sources from around the league, former players. Several. I need to find it. Man, how long ago was that? But this is why, and here's the thing, and I know this comes across as me being a Cowboys hater. That's not true. I'm actually saying this because I'm pissed off for Cowboys fans. Y'all deserve better. I'm pissed off for Cowboys players. They deserve better. And look, credit where credit is due. Jerry's a pretty decent evaluator of talent. He has put together some pretty talented teams. But he meddles in the shit and he makes poor decisions and he just doesn't get the fuck out of the way. He does just enough to fuck shit up. And that's why it's maddening. Get out of the way. Get out of the way. That's exactly right, Drake. He has to be the star. He has to be the star. That's exactly right. Aaron said, "Can you clip that and send it to the owner of my job, please?" Dude, it's so true. And you know what? When I learned that is when I started managing people. It's when I started managing people, Aaron, and it's very true. And look, it was a hard lesson for me to learn, going from someone that was always building a career and excelling and, used to climbing the corporate ladder and being kind of cutthroat and, hey, man, I'm getting mine. You better get yours because I'm going to get mine. And if I do something, I'm getting credit for it and outperforming everybody, outworking everybody. And then having to start managing people and letting them get the credit. And that was a hard transition. That's a hard mindset to get out of. But that's what a real leader does. And that's still tough. That's tough. That's tough, man. Ego is a bitch. Ego is a bitch. Walt said, CC deserves better. The other guy, not so much. Amos questions, do they? Deontay Johnson got claimed by the Ravens. Shut the fuck up. No way. Are you sure you're looking at the right Adam Schefter? I feel like you just got trolled. Uncle Jerry is just fine. That's part of the problem, is the people that defend him. He's not. He's not fine. He's not fine. He's not. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. God, when did we talk about that? Let me look at YouTube real quick. I can usually see in the show descriptions. And if I can find it in the show descriptions, I might be able to find it in the show rundown. Yep. Let's see. Search across your channel, Cowboys. Let's see. What shows come up as Cowboys? Lane has a point. Cowboys on Monday Night Football, November 19. How do you fix the Dallas Cowboys? Cowboys fan beats up Eagles fan. No. November 19? Was that it? That might have been it. I think this was it. So November 19. Yeah, I think that was it. Let me see. Let me go to my rundown folder right fast. Oh, did I delete them? Fuck shit. I used to not delete my show prep. 2024. Uh-oh. I used to save all these, and I don't know why. There's really no point in saving them. But now this is why. This is why. Let's see. November 12th, 18th, 19th. Let's see. Where's the link? You dirty bitch. I don't have the link in here. Dirty, dirty bitch. Yep. Okay. I'll have to find it. I don't see it. Gone skis. Let me see. Cowboys. Let me just see if I can find it. Nope. Not here. Okay. Yeah. I will have to see. I sent it to you, Barry. Oh, you found it, Alex? Cowboys Circus. Oh, that's not. That ain't it. Don't Google that. That is just a porn category. Where'd you send it, Alex? What did you send it on, pimpin'? What did you send it on, my friend? Well, while he's saying that, let's get to our last headline. The Browns are being sued, by the city of Cleveland because it's not real and you made it up. Yes, that's it, CC. I made up an entire article. You got it. The Browns are being sued by Cleveland over a proposed move. Surprise! The Browns are moving. Not like out of Cleveland, which is kind of stupid. It's kind of stupid. The Browns informed in October, the Browns informed the city of their intentions. Oh, you were talking about not the Cowboys article, but you were talking about Deontay Johnson. Holy shit, that's real. Wow. Sure as shit. I'll be goddamned. Update on Deontay Johnson stops. Pittsburgh, Carolina, Baltimore, Houston, back to Baltimore. Now scheduled to be a free agent at the end of the season. What is happening? Oh, this is a procedural move, and Johnson won't officially be awarded to the Ravens until after the Super Bowl, but he qualifies as an unrestricted free agent. So technically, it don't mean shit. It's a procedural move. Way to not read the whole thing, Alex. Way to just read the headline, Alex. Yeah, read the whole thing, bud. Next time before you get us all hyped up. All hopped up on Mountain Dew. There's the whole thing. Let's read the whole thing. Alex, you're as bad as my mom. Did you see the bird flus? Did you click the link, Mom? Did you read it? It says, back to Baltimore, the Ravens claim their former wide receiver Deontay Johnson on waivers today from the Texans. Per the League Wire, this is a procedural move, and Johnson won't officially be awarded to the Ravens until after the Super Bowl, but he qualifies as an unrestricted free agent this offseason, and if he signs with another team, he factors into Baltimore's compensatory pick formula, potentially helping it obtain an additional draft pick in 2026. Johnson doesn't have the ability to play this postseason and likely won't step foot back into the Ravens facility, but he now can help Baltimore in the offseason get a draft pick. And this is why I make you guys give me a fucking link when you announce breaking news in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. This is why. Because I want to inspect the news before we just throw it out there. Because you guys obviously don't. Alex, if that is your real name. This was just a smart move by the Ravens. Just to pick up some movement on a pick. They ain't bringing him back. You damn sure ain't gonna be able to. You have to be on the roster at the end of the regular season. No, you made it sound like they picked him up and added him back to the roster. Like, oh, he's a Raven again. Next time, just read the goddamn tweet. Total Dallas. Breaking news. Alex Villanueva still uses Yahoo chat. Breaking news. Alex Villanueva still gets his news from AOL. Breaking news. Alex Villanueva still uses Ask Jeeves for his search engine. Swear to God. Now do you see, though? Y'all think I'm a dick because I'm like, nope, got to have a link. You guys are like, Barry's a dick. No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm really not. That, ladies and gentlemen, is why I request a link for your breaking news. So the rest of us aren't like, wow, and because this is what happens. Because we all look at that and read it and go, oh, I'll be damned. Deontay Johnson.
At total_Dallas, take the Yahoo middle finger, tears of joy.
That's just not right. You should have been the one getting timed out, Alex. How did the rest of this chat let you get away with that? How did the rest of this chat let you get away with that? I don't even condone this timeout. I don't even like this timeout. Are you really not a dick? No, I'm not. I'm a wonderful human being. I don't look. That was not a cool timeout. You should have. CC timed out Alex. And then she removed it. Do y'all see when someone gets timed out? Do y'all see it? As Cece said, I assumed it was for real. Me too. That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know. Like, do y'all see when someone gets timed out? Like in the chat? I wouldn't know. I don't see it. But I was just like, surely someone in the chat's going to time out Alex. Surely. For that nonsense, wasting 20 minutes of our time on that tomfoolery, shenanigans. Surely. Amy said, are you really not a dick? No. Yeet wants lawn talk. Well, what you want to talk about, pimp? Ask your question, Yeet. Ask your lawn talk question and I'll answer it. In the meantime, I saw this video. By the way, this last headline, Browns ain't moving out of Cleveland. They're just moving to a new stadium in Cleveland, or they want to. They announced that they informed the city of their intentions to build a $2.4 million state-of-the-art stadium and entertainment complex in Brook Park, which is in the same county, but 15 miles south of Cleveland, where their stadium lease with the city expires at the end of 2028. This suit filed by the city of Cleveland says that Modell law's requirements are straightforward. It provides that if a team takes taxpayer money and plays in a tax-supported facility, then the owner must either obtain the city's authorization or give the city and others the opportunity to purchase the team before moving the team away from that facility. That's a state law. It says the state law, which was passed in 96, was used in 2019 to prevent the Columbus Crew, a Major League Soccer team, from leaving for Texas. The team stayed and was bought by the Haslams, who are also part owners of the NBA Milwaukee Bucks. Yeah. Yeet said, lawn talk, I pee on my lawn. Will my lawn die? That's not lawn talk. That's just you being silly. So, CC, lawn talk questions are 100 bits and you have to do hashtag lawn talk. That's much better. Yes. And, yeah. That's silliness. I'm not answering that. Jared said hashtag lawn talk. We need to talk about the 4 Ps before next week. We can. Absolutely, we can. Their messages get deleted the second they get timed out. Once the points go through, just a waiting game to see who the extra. Oh, gotcha. I would want to get the hell out of that lake too. Yeah. How many playoff wins do the Browns have since coming back into the league and already won a new stadium? Well, that'll fix it. That'll fix it. Instagram video downloader. I want you guys, I want you all to see this video. This video came across my timeline. We're going to do some video goodness. Already done some video goodness, but we're going to do some more. And then we'll talk a little college football national championship. And then that will be the end of the show. Because we still got the private hour. What? You thought I forgot, huh? You dirty whores. You thought I forgot. So this cut and paste. Well, we might do national championship tomorrow with NFL. Simulcasting live from the shitter at the winery. It's Barry on Upper Decker. I'm glad you're in the shitter, Cisco. That's great. It's nice to know that I go poop with you guys. That's great. Lovely. Just lovely. Just lovely. All right, we're going to end the show with a bunch of videos. Yeah? And then we're going to do the private hour. If you don't know, all the Patreon members, they are promised. I was terrible. I was a derelict of my duties last year. We didn't do many private hours, but if you're a member of the Patreon, patreon.com/Barry on Deck, it's a great way to support the show. Make sure we stay on the air through the support of your goodness and kindness. But every week, Patreon members get a private hour, and it's usually wild. We've done some crazy shit in the private hour. One time I lasered my balls. Yep. You heard that right. I have a laser hair removal thing. And I mean, I didn't pull my balls out on camera, but pow! Oh my God. That shit hurt. We've done some crazy shit, but we've had some fun. It usually gets wild with the talk. We have a good time though. It's no rules. There's never a game plan. We just let the wind take us where it must. And shit gets pretty wild in there sometimes. One time I went through and gave everybody what kind of porn I thought they looked at. It's fun. It's a good time. All right. So join the Patreon and you too could be participating in the private hour that everybody gets. D. Renzo says, are you the guy from Step Brothers that says pow? Yeah, man. Nailed it. Bro, you had almost 2 hours to write something. No one saw you. No one knew you were writing jokes. D. Renzo 888. No one knew you existed. No one knew about you. You could have written any goddamn joke in the world to put in the fucking chat. You could have written anything about me. And that was the best you could do. And now I know you exist. And I'm sad. Fuck. Yeah, I did almost have Rod Rickle on the show. Fucking tech problems. That would have been weird. It'd have been like the Spider-Man meme. What the fuck? All we needed was Ed Helms on Zoom. Everybody an MC search, and then everybody been like, what the fuck is this? All right, here's some video goodness. This was wild. Didn't know this, but the Minnesota Vikings celebratory dances, they had several touchdown dances this year that they did straight out of the movies. Several of them. I found this on Instagram and went and grabbed it for you guys. Check this out. This is pretty crazy. Here's some video goodness.
What's the high sign? Going in.
That was week 5. Some of these are long as shit. Oh, that was the best. Week 10 with Ray Gun. Chef's kiss. That's pretty good too. That's committed too. Oh no, this was it right here.
At the top of the NFC.
Camp Rock. That's so great. And this one too. Holy shit. He's filming and they're all like, look at them. They're all doing this shit out on the field. The whole thing. I mean, they did. That was a lot. Maybe that's why they didn't win. You know how long it probably took them to rehearse that? Maybe if they would have studied a little more. Instead of studying them damn dance moves, they might have beat Detroit in week 17 or in week 18. They might have beat the Rams. That shit was dope, though. That was dope. I don't think it was, I mean, I certainly wouldn't have noticed most of them. The only one I would have got was the Olympic breakdancer Ray Gun. That's the only one I would have got. All the rest of them, I would have had no idea. I'd be like, what the fuck are they doing? That was pretty clever, though. Who the hell figured all that out? Somebody within the Vikings had to have said, oh, yeah, we planned all those. Here's the list. And then they put it together. Had to. Oh, man, Seattle said I knew because Red Zone covered it every week. Got it. Yeah, I don't watch Red Zone. Yeah. All right, a couple more videos for some video goodness before we get on up out of chow. That I promised you. Let's see here. Oh, here's the one I said that's going to make Cowboy fans sad. Now, look, I defended you. I love you. Hey, what up, Rick? Rick said, finally got a day off to join everyone in here. Boy, you're going to hate what you're about to hear. We're about to wrap it up for the day, Rick. Sorry, buddy. We're about to do the private hour. Ugh, I'm sorry. Damn it, Rick. You can't show up at 4 o'clock, man. We're about to do the Patreon private hour here in just a minute. I mean, you did make it for some video goodness, so that's good. But thanks for popping in no matter what, playa. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. All right, here is. Listen, I love you. That's all I'm going to say, Cowboy fan. I love you, but I thought, well, I thought this was hilarious. Okay? So don't hate me. Just, it was funny.
It's raining men. Hallelujah, it's raining men. Amen. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna let myself get absolutely soaking wet. It's raining men. Hallelujah.
Oh my God. That's so goddamn funny. Oh my God. How Cowboy fans fly paper airplanes. That shit came across my timeline. I thought that shit was funny. Again, it could have been anybody. Don't be mad, Total Doubt. Total Doubt said unsubscribe. I mean, it could have been anybody. Total Dallas, hey, look. I'm sorry someone found your video on your phone and sent it to me. I'm sorry. By the way, I like your glasses. Those look good on you, bro. All right. Here's another one. I got two more for you. I got two more videos for you. Let's see here. Or no, three more. Oh, no, two more. We already did the breast one, but if you weren't here when the show started, you missed it. So you missed a breast video. Here's Ocho Cinco talking trash. This was fun. How long is this one? 1:12? Yeah, we good. Let's do it. This is Ocho Cinco. Ocho Cinco's a great trash talker. And you almost have to be in the NFL. This is Ocho Cinco. Somebody just made like a montage of him talking trash. Check it out.
Chad Johnson, Cincinnati Bengals. He sent the whole secondary a package. You see that?
Wow. The whole point was I was going to make them sick, or they were going to get sick of covering me, so here's some Pepto ahead of time.
So you sent them boys
Yeah, bottles of Pepto.
Hey, come on. I want you right there. All right. That's why I need you.
I ain't wearing no underwear today. I ain't gonna wear no underwear. That's you ain't gonna wear no underwear? You ain't gonna wear no underwear. That's good, because I'm coming up here.
I used to tell Chris McAllister my routes. Chris, I got a slant. What you gonna do? I used to tell him. It couldn't stop me. It's not that I was a physical presence and I was... Nah, it's not what it was. My feet. They were scared of my feet. There was nothing you could do.
There's three things in life that's certain. Death, taxes, and 85 will always be over. I know you can't cover. You too pretty. Right there, number 2, you too pretty.
What's 35?
Man, they all suck, man. Come on, this me. It's me.
I just want to know, how's 35?
Horrible.
I'm gonna give you your money's worth before I leave the day.
Hey, I can catch that one sitting on the toilet.
Man, Ocho Cinco was a treasure, wasn't he? All right, this is the last one. This is your last video goodness of the day. This kind of reminds me of when the show started back in 2020. Remember we used to run through different videos on the internet, kind of film session-y? I guess that's kind of what this is. Man, shit, we had to run the intro in a while. Let's just do it for the last one. Here we go.
And now it's time for a film session.
I mean, it's, it's a little late now that we're on the last one, but hell, we hadn't run the intro in a while, and I took days to put it together. All right, here we go. This is the last one. Now, this, ladies and gentlemen, this is hilarious. This is about 1:15. This is Roy Wood at, I don't know. He's at some sort of political thing speaking, and it is fucking hilarious. Now, take all your political bullshit and just set it aside and enjoy. It's not a fight video, though. It's just, remember, originally film sessions was just all of us watching videos from the internet. And that's kind of what this is getting back to a little bit. This video goodness stuff. And that's what this is. I saw this and it made me crack up laughing. So I just wanted to share it with you. I thought it was hilarious. It made me laugh. So I wanted to share it with you. So watch this. Perry said Ocho was good till Ray Lewis put him on his ass and knocked him out of the game. Bro, that was so funny. He goes, I tried to block him. That was the best. What up, Cisco? Told him his name's his paper airplanes, the Hawk Tour. All right, here you go. Roy Wood at some sort, maybe it's the press. I don't know, whatever. Check it out. This is fucking hilarious.
A billionaire named Harlan Crow is flying Clarence Thomas all over the world on unreported trips like an Instagram model, taking Clarence to the Maldives and the beaches and all. Paid for his mama's house, this billionaire. Paid for Clarence Thomas' mama's house. I gotta give it up to billionaires. Billionaires, boy, y'all are relentless. Y'all always come up with something new to buy. Like, just when you think of everything you could buy on Earth, a billionaire will come up with a new thing. Y'all buy space rockets, you bought Twitter. This man bought a Supreme Court justice. Do you understand how rich you have to be to buy a black one on top of that? There's only 2 in stock. And Harlan Crow owns half the inventory. We can all see Clarence Thomas, but he belongs to billionaire Harlan Crow. And that's what an NFT is.
Yo, that is so fucking funny. Oh my God. That's what an NFT is. Oh my God. Holy shit, man. I love doing comedy, but when I see somebody like Roy Wood Jr. do some shit like that, I'm just like, yeah, I got a long way to go coming up with shit like that. That shit is amazing. All right, well, we didn't get to it today. I had some NFL trade rumors or NFL talk, right? And thanks to Total Dallas, by the way, who helps me with some of this stuff in a roundabout way. He knows how. Player. I had info from ESPN about potential trades that might go down, and we'll get to those tomorrow. 5 big trades. That one involves your Houston Rockets. One involves the Kings, Timberwolves, Warriors, and Magic. So we'll look at that tomorrow. We'll do a little bit of NBA, but we'll get to the college football national championship game. We'll get to all the NFL games. There's not that many, so we'll have plenty of time to do it. But coming up next, Patreon members, it is your private hour. I'm your private dancer. That's right, private hour coming up next. We're going to do it. For the rest of you, appreciate you being here. Thank you for showing up. We'll do it again tomorrow. Same time, same place. Starting 2 p.m. Get here. Read the stories. Fun show, Barry. Thank you. Read the stories. What is that? I don't know what that means. Yeah. Thanks for showing up, man. Thanks for hanging out with me. I had a good time. I hope you did too. Thanks to everybody that was new that popped in. Had a lot of new folks stopping by lately. I've enjoyed that. I hope you guys that are new have been enjoying the show as well. Always appreciate the new eyeballs and earballs on the show. As for the rest of you, always appreciate you guys still rolling with me, still being here. Can't say enough. Thank you guys. All right. What up, Throb? Heartthrob Rob. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow, man, or in the next hour. Yeah, I'll put the link on the Discord and on the Patreon. And in the meantime, until I see you in the next hour or tomorrow, do me 3 favors. Be safe. Be kind. And most importantly, love each other. All right, and then tomorrow, we'll get hot and heavy into the NFL and the College Football National Championship. So do not miss the show. I promise you, I'll even have the Lemonator 5000 set up for it. So you'll know how to wager on the games, if that's your deal. In fact, I'll even place some bets. How about that? Huh? I'll put my mouth where my money is. No, I'll put my money. Okay. We'll do that. All right. Later, y'all. Bye. And he's making a YouTube video.